let's discuss about India-Bangladesh border. So Bangladesh was actually East Pakistan, and this was the boundary present here is not demarcated by any mountains and all. That means it is entirely a man-made boundary, and Radcliffe and British administrator have drawn this boundary. And here, even though in 1970s, in 1971, Bangladesh came to existence, and after that there were no major dispute problems between India and Pakistan. Anyway, there are some problems which exist, and those are mainly overlapping problems and some strategic problems. So when we are looking into it, first of all, West Bengal, Meghalaya, Tripura, Assam, and Mizoram. These are the 5 states which are sharing border with this Bangladesh. And the claims are, first one is in Bangladesh there are mainly 2 overlapping claims. First one was Murshidabad, Rajshahi. This one, Murshidabad, Rajshahi. These are 2 districts in Bangladesh and India, and they claimed for the same area. And the problem was arised because the Ganga flowing through that area changed its course simultaneously because of various reasons. Frequently it changed its direction, and because of this changing in direction, this border was changing. So at last they came to a conclusion that the northern part of this particular Rajashree district will be taken as the border, and at last they have marked that border correctly. And now in Karimpur and Daulatpur too, there was a problem. In at last Telvangi principle, which says that when there was a particular river, and that river called Madha Banga River, and a line passing through the central of that river, and that particular line was chosen by Telvangi principle, and that particular line was taken as the border. So that dispute was also 2 main disputes in West Bengal: Murshidabad, Rajshahi, and Karimpur, Daulatpur. Now, if we are going to Mizoram, Sylhet district in West Bengal, and the Garo, Kashi, and the Jaintia Hills district in Mizoram. These 2 had problems of sharing boundaries, but anyway, these are the areas of thick forest, and what have been given by Radcliffe was taken as the final statement. Now, if you are going to here we have in Assam, that is Barisari in Bangladesh and Gobindpur in Assam. These 2 districts too had some problems. Anyway, that was settled amicably. By the settlement, India have lost about some 267.5 acres of land. Now, so these are some claims which are settled amicably. That did not bring too much strategic importance to us, but anyway, there are some problems such as Farakka Barrage. Farakka Barrage means in our Ganga is entering from India to Bangladesh, and what India have done is, at that time it was Pakistan, East Pakistan, and in West Pakistan they have made several problems with this Indus, and after Indus agreement, India was somewhat not in a good position, not friendly with Pakistan, so it had taken a measure. It have decided to build a barrage between this Ganga such that the amount of volume to this East Pakistan can be reduced considerably, so that pressure can be put on Pakistan, and this water will be used to our West Bengal, western and eastern parts of West Bengal will be fed by this water. But anyway, as diplomatic intervention does not go well, and because of that reason, in 1916, building of that particular barrage have started. So it is one of the main concerns, because it can, by this barrage, India can control water to this Bangladesh. Now, the second one is this particular region. This particular region means it is called Siliguri Corridor Chicken Neck. That means to the northeastern parts, we just have only this area by which we can contact this northeastern parts. So what Bangladesh do is, we want Bangladesh to allow us to contact this northeastern parts through it by some allowing some highway and all. But anyway, Bangladesh is using this as a diplomatic edge, and by it is able to control some of India's activities. But now what we have to do is, here it is Myanmar here, and we are making a highway from it. It is not actually a highway, it is a multimodal transit project. Multimodal transit project means it's a situate port, and what we're doing is from eastern part we will be transporting the materials by small vessels. By that we are able to reach the situate port, and this is actually Kaladan river. So by that river we are able to reach up to a point called Kaletwa. It is Kaletwa, or we call it as Septipi. So up to Kaletwa we are able to reach by this river. So after that, India will be investing for making a highway up to up to Indian Myanmar border, and from border to ice wall again we are making a road, so highway. So this is how we are trying to overcome this problem with this chicken spot. So then there is a particular problem, refugee influx in Assam, Tripura, and all. About some 60 lakhs of refugees are being entering into this Assam and Tripura. They are entering into Tripura because of the socio-economic problems in Bangladesh, and India is now facing a major threat because of this. Because the inhabitants of these states are irritated by these mass movements, and once India have announced building of a border, that means electrified border, but Bangladesh was unwilling to proceed with that. So even now this influx remains one of the main threats to our bilateral relationship, and that's all about India Bangladesh border, and some of the disputes that have occurred, and even now some of them persist. Thank you.